r/NoSleep. Posted by u/RobertMort. My girlfriend went hiking. Her texts don't sound like her and I think something is terribly wrong. Reddit, you have to help me. Please. I don't know what to do. Today, my girlfriend Thea decided to go hiking. I know I should have gone with her. But she always does her hikes alone because I slow her down. Usually she's only gone 2 hours or so. Now, she's been gone for nearly 4. I'm considering calling the police. She should have been home by now. I've tried calling her, repeatedly, but she doesn't pick up. All I have is our text conversation from the day, and as I read it over and over I feel like something is terribly off. 2:33 p.m. Me, seen anything cool yet? Thea, nope. I'll send you pics when I get to the waterfall though. 2:57 p.m. Thea, you're cooking dinner tonight, right? Me, yep. Chicken pot pie. Thea, yum. So excited. After that interchange, we didn't exchange any texts for about an hour. I whiled away the time constructing pylons in StarCraft. Then, around 4, she sent me a text. 4:06 p.m. Thea, I found the waterfall. Below this text was a selfie. Thea, standing in front of a small waterfall, smiling at the camera. Arms crossed, cap covering her wild hair. Earrings, the turquoise ones I'd given her on our first anniversary, glinting in the light. I sent a text back. Me, your cute smile. Then I stopped. Something about the photo bothered me. I stared at her smiling face, blue eyes shaded by her cap. Her thick curls of black hair, brushing her shoulders. Wait. Her arms were clearly crossed. She wasn't holding the phone, there was no way she could be. Someone else had taken the photo. Or maybe she'd propped it up on a rock or in a tree. But she couldn't have taken the photo herself. I quickly shot off another text. Me, who took that photo? She didn't reply to that right away. So I'd left the phone on the desk and went downstairs to start prepping dinner. I pushed the creeping anxiety to the back of my mind and focused on the food, putting more effort than usual into cutting the onions. Call me paranoid, but my last girlfriend cheated on me and left my heart broken. Knowing someone else took that photo and the fact that she hadn't responded to that text, when she'd responded to the others, promptly made me feel awful. Come on. She probably just asked some passerby to take her photo. Clunk, my knife sliced through the onion, hitting the cutting board with a full thumb. But what if? When I got back upstairs 45 minutes later, I was relieved to see there was a new text. 4:53 p.m. Thea, thinking of you, smile. I frowned. First, she didn't answer my question. Second, Thea doesn't usually send emotes or smileys. GIFs, sure, but not this. It was weird. Me, thinking of you, too. Did you get my last text? Thea, I'll be back by dinner time. Thea usually didn't send less than 3s to me either. That was more me. In any case, I decided to let it go. Me, okay. I love you. I unpaused StarCraft and played for a while. I was only interrupted by my phone pinging. I picked it up. A text. 5:37 p.m. Thea, I'm on my way back. Thea, image loading. The image popped up. It was another selfie. This time, she was holding the phone. I could see her outstretched arm in the lower part of the frame. And she was standing in a much clearer part of the forest. She must have been near the trailhead. I breathed a sigh of relief and began to type. Me, awesome. Pot pie is already in. My fingers froze. In the photo just at the edge of the screen there was something in the fallen leaves. A shadow. A shadow, just a few feet from her own, cast by someone off screen. It's after 6 now. Dinner is cold. I've been sitting here, my heart pounding, calling Thea repeatedly. Nothing. Except for one text that came in, as I was typing this up. Thea, I'm going to be home late. Sorry. I love you. Somehow, I'm sure she wasn't the one who sent that text. The next story of this video. Posted by u/RobertMort. My video game husband is acting strange. It all started a few days ago. Lately I've been playing this video game. It's a lot like Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley. You farm things, marry an NPC, etc. My marriage has been stressful lately. It's fun to escape to a world where marriage is as simple as giving your husband a jar of pickles every day. Where childbirth is a stork flying by in the middle of the night. where parenting is leaving your children home alone while you go off on adventures. Yeah, it was fun. Until things got weird on Wednesday night. My real-life husband was already asleep, snoring soundly away. I was wrapped up in a blanket burrito, laptop open, starting up the game. My little nighttime escape. When the game opened, I found my in-game husband, Bradley, standing in the corner of our bedroom. I made my little sprite walk over to him, and clicked. His dialogue popped up. But it was weird. It wasn't one of the pre-programmed sayings I'd seen so many times. Like "I made you breakfast. Oatmeal with honey, for my honey." Or "How did you know I love pickled beets?" It was 5 little words that I'd never seen before. "It's so dark in here." It didn't even make sense. In-game, it was 7 a.m., and there was lots of light in our little pixelated house. Must be a glitch, I thought. I left him in his little corner, walked out of the house, and began harvesting my corn. When I went back in a few minutes later to drop off my harvest, he was standing next to the stove. "I made you breakfast. Oatmeal with honey, for my honey." Back to the good old canned dialogue. I left the house and walked into town. Sold some stuff, even visited the mine. By the time my character made it back to the house, only 10 minutes had gone by. But in-game, that was an entire day. It was dark, and around 11 p.m., when I entered the house. Strangely, Bradley was not in bed. Huh, I thought. He's always in bed at 10 p.m. I walked around the darkened little house, searching for him, but all I found were our 2 digital children, fast asleep in their beds. I walked out of the house, and around the farm. It took me a few minutes to find him. He was in the furthest corner of the farm, among the orchard trees. His legs were moving, as if he were trying to walk up the rock cliff that surrounded the farm. But he couldn't, so he was just walking in place. I clicked on him. Again, the dialogue wasn't the usual canned stuff. 2 words popped up, and my heart dropped. "Help me." I stared at the computer screen. An Easter egg of some kind, maybe? But when I paused the game and did a quick search, nothing came up. I clicked on him again, and again, but no more dialogue came up. Somewhat creeped out, I decided to stop playing. I closed the laptop, set it on the nightstand, and pulled the covers over myself. Soon, I fell asleep. The next morning, I'd forgotten all about the game. I made my way downstairs, yawning, to find my husband and our 2 daughters in the kitchen. "Good morning," I said, taking a seat at the kitchen table. He grinned widely at me. Then he walked over, and with a clink, set down a steaming bowl of oatmeal. "What?" "I made you breakfast," he said, still grinning. "Oatmeal with honey. For my honey."